All right, now this one is from the category of things that sound ridiculous. Or do they? The self-proclaimed problem child Jake Paul, social media sensation turned boxer, sat down with TMZ Sports to discuss his future in boxing and perhaps a future goal that seems unbelievable.
Look, I just want to continue to be the most disruptive boxer in the history of the sport. And I think it's taking it on a fight-by-fight basis and continuing to build these fights and make them even bigger, take on more serious opponents. And look, if you asked me if I was going to be where I'm at 3 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. So I don't even want to think about or cap myself with the possibilities. I'm open-minded, and I think anything is possible. I think I could be fighting against Canelo Alvarez for, the WBC or WBO championship belt. So really the sky is the limit. It's just about how serious I'm going to take it. And I do take it seriously, more seriously than 99.9% of these professional boxers that are out there.
What's going on with that, Ak? Is that unbelievable, or is that just a man gaining confidence?
No, I mean, anything is believable when it comes to boxing, man. For one, look, if you're a fighter and you know what it is to go through a rigorous training, like the level of confidence that one has once he goes through that, man, you believe that you could take on the world. Now, yes, this is far-fetched, but Barack, honestly, starting the show today, I thought about those comments and I said to myself, this guy's trolling, he's gone too far. But as I'm listening to him talk on that audio piece right there, that soundbite, I don't think it's unbelievable. It's unlikely, but it's possible. If he takes the sport serious within the next 3 or 4 years, I'm talking about serious. Let's not forget about Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. These guys that started at 18, 19 years old and went on to win Olympic medals and become heavyweight champions. And Anthony Joshua is a unified heavyweight champion. And I'm not comparing Jake Paul to those guys, Barack. And I'm not saying that he's ever going to fight Canelo, because honestly, in my opinion, I don't think it'll ever happen. But him thinking that it can happen, I don't see anything wrong with that. And I actually think if he takes it serious, he can fight some big names in the sport down the line.
You know what? You remind me of my mother a little bit there, because she used to tell me, boy, you could be anything you want. But she knew I was a problem child that had limited brain ability, so she was wrong.
Barack, you tell me all the time that you wish your mother was alive, God rest her soul, so you could show her the 2 times that you've been featured in the Ring magazine, right? Back then, did you ever think that you would have a story and have pages in the Ring magazine, ever?
No.
Okay.
But I could tell you, in elementary school, I was voted most likely to host his own talk show. That brings me to tears when I think about it. But anyway, I say I like confidence. I think that as he continues to step up his level of competition, then his confidence goes up as well. Now, it doesn't sound as bad as Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out the gate saying, I want to fight Floyd Mayweather. And he holds on for dear life for 8 rounds. And then he goes, hey, I think I could beat Mike Tyson. He's crazy.
Right.
But you said in 3 or 4 years, nah, I don't think that's happening. I think Jake Paul shows that he has, some skill set, shows that he's very, very coordinated. Maybe he's a natural at this. But in order to get to Canelo, you got to get past the Benavidez's and all of those other guys, the Charlos and the Triple G. No, I mean, Triple G probably won't be around, but there's no way he's going through all those guys and then get to Canelo. So yes.
I didn't say it was going to happen, Barack. I said anything is possible.
No, that's not possible. That's not happening, and that's not possible. I wish him well, but no, that's not. First of all, he's 190, 180 pounds. You're going to go down to 168 and fight the best in the world right now? Nah, I mean, not even in 3, 4, 5 years. I don't think so. I hope he continues to get better and steps up his level in competition. But as of right now, for me, that's not foreseeable.
Moving on to our girl, we transition to Clarissa Shields. First reported by Ariel Hawani, Clarissa is set to make her second MMA appearance for PFL on August 27th in Hollywood, Florida. This news comes off the heels of Shields making her mixed martial arts debut 2 weeks ago, defeating Brittany Elkin. Now, Barack, I mean, is it possible that Clarissa Shields might eventually be known more for MMA than boxing?
Wow, what kind of? Wow, I mean, I never thought of that. I think PFL is probably not a large enough organization for her to be as known. But then again, boxing is not even a well-known sport anymore. It's not at the front of sports anymore. So I would say, yes, I would still say yeah. It's very, very possible. If she continues to win, because she's an anomaly, because she's not expected to win, because this has always been the struggle. Boxing versus MMA. Since the beginning of MMA in 1995, this has always been the question. And if she continues to defy most people's logic, yeah, she's going to be more famous because of MMA.
This makes me think of Dana White. Dana White usually isn't for MMA fighters getting into a boxing ring, right? He throws shots at it all the time. When this PFL deal is done with Clarissa, if she winds up finishing her PFL career undefeated, you think Dana White would want a piece of Clarissa Shields stepping into the UFC, which is the premier league for MMA, and make her a star?
Of course. Listen, if she wins that PFL final, that's $1 million right there. She's accomplished an incredible goal. And if she wins it, that means she's gotten better and better, where possibly she deserves to be on a platform like the UFC. And she deserves to fight those champs. I don't want to name any names yet. I want her to take it slow.
I agree.
I ain't saying Nunez yet.
Yeah, no, she needs to take her time, but I see the vision. I can see far ahead, and if she continues to get better, I see her being a part of UFC and being a huge star. All right, let's just hope she continues to get better at the craft, all right?